Okay, here we go. So Sunday morning, it was absolutely a beautiful morning. And we go for early morning walks every morning, but Sunday was especially pretty. And we went through Central Park and our usual walk. And as we were walking through the park, we came round a bend, and there was something very special about the feeling in the park. And then we emerged, and when we came out, we had walked around a pond. And when we came all the way around, I was overcome with this fragrance. It was so strong. It was if it were just coming right in my face. It was maybe the honeysuckle. It was so powerful. It was almost intoxicating. That's how great it felt. And it smelled so sweet and so pure. And a thought came to mind that there was some little fairy running around in the little flowers and the grass petals and sprayed me with this fragrance. That's how intoxicating it was. And then we went over this bridge that goes from the pond area over to where the kids' castle is, and there's this great big hill. And as we walked over the other side of the bridge, all I could hear were all these different types of birds singing their different songs. And it was like, we both remarked, it was like a little concerto. And then we heard a woodpecker, like, the percussion had to come in. And it was just magnificent. It was such a beautiful, beautiful sensory experience. It was just wonderful. And as we continued on our walk, it caused us to look even more around at the beauty, the rolling hills as we went up one hill. It was just a great experience. So this walking meditation inspired me for this class. And so we will be doing a little some silent bird songs during this practice. We will call upon our bird poses in honor of that beautiful experience. So first, let's come inside. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Take a deep inhale. This time when you breathe in, fill your lungs up. And the next time you inhale, give it a count. Notice how long it takes you to fill up with air. Maybe it's 4, maybe it's 5. And then when you exhale, begin to increase the count of your exhale. So if you breathed in to a count of 3, exhale to a count of 4. If you breathed in to a count of 5, slow down your exhale to a count of 6. If you can breathe in a little bit more, but even if you only fill up to 4, continue to elongate your breath, perhaps doubling that number 4 to 8 on your exhale. This is called the elongated breath. And it's a very powerful breath. It's a very important breath. What it does is it triggers that exhale triggers our parasympathetic nervous system. It moves us away from the instinctive mode of fight or flight to rest and digest. And rest and digest is what it's technically called, that time to relax. You know, you've gone out hunting and gathering, and now it's time to rest and digest. But I prefer the term relax and repair, because that's what this breath does for you. So keep going with this, elongating your exhale, and allow that emptiness, allow yourself to hold that emptiness, to feel it as you exhale. And now begin to reverse your exhale, so that if you were breathing in for a count of 4 and out for a count of 8, go to 7. Breathe in for 4, then 6, then 5, and so on, until you come to an equal breath of 4 and 4, or 3 and 3, whatever is most comfortable for you. And then after your next exhale, pause, return to your natural breath. And open your eyes. So we're going to start with a bird right away. So let's start with robin's breath, a little bit more breathing, pranayama. Hands to your heart. Inhale, exhale, send your fingers away from you, curl your spine behind you. Inhale, cut through the air, send your heart forward. Exhale, send your spine in reverse. Inhale, your wings by your side. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale once more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And sit to feel for just a moment. Feel your heartbeat. And all that flying makes your heart go a little faster. Bring your arms down alongside your body, your hands alongside your hips. Walk your right hand away, bend your right elbow, left arm stretches towards to the right. Make sure your palm is facing down. I don't always give you that cue, but the purpose of that is to keep your shoulder in alignment rather than twisting your shoulder in an unnatural position. Inhale to center, exhale over to the other side. Lower your left shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale, send your arms away from you. Yoga mudra behind you, interlaced fingers. Little baby back bend. Subtle back bend. Just feel it. You'll feel it in your lower back. Your shoulders will move a little bit. Inhale and then exhale, come over your legs any amount. Let your arms rest on your back.
If you wish, you can send your knuckles up to the sky or straight back behind you.
Inhale, unfold. Release your arms. Bring your fingers to your shoulders. Send your elbows straight out, a little chicken wings, right? And then circle your elbows. And then pause and go the other way. And then let it go. Deep inhale, exhale, twist to the right. Left hand on right knee, look over right shoulder. Use this opportunity to lengthen your spine on the inhale. Place your left hand on your right thigh, your right arm alongside your right ear, and then stretch to the left. You'll be on a slight diagonal here. Come back up to center. Bring your arms down by your side. Inhale, exhale, twist to look over your left shoulder. Place your right hand on your left thigh. Stretch to the right. Bring both arms up to center. Send your arms back behind you. This time, your fingers pointing forward rest on your wrists for a slightly deeper back bend. Send your nose to the sky. And then send your chin over your left shoulder, over your right shoulder, and go back and forth like you're saying no, no, no. Come back to center, bring your chin to your chest, look up to the sky. Yes, yes, yes. And bring your chin down. Next time your nose will come up to the sky, and this time we'll do our dragon's breath. Inhale, ha, ha, ha. Once more, ha, and spring off your fingers, come over your legs. And gently unfold. Extend your legs, shake them out. Right. Dandasana. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, point and straighten. Inhale, bend and flex. Exhale, point and straighten. Your knees, your ankles, your shoulders, and your hips. And then come to pause. All right. Bring your right leg in, your knee into your chest, hug it. And then open it out to the side. Square your shoulders, like with the edge of your mat. Make sure your left leg is active, toes to the sky. Inhale. Take a deep, deep breath, and on an exhale, engage your abdominal muscles and fold over your extended leg. Allow the crown of your head to move past your toes. I mean, it's not going to go past your toes, but to point past your toes. You're looking up, release your right hand, lift your fingers up to the sky, bring your hand down alongside your hip, use your left hand as a lever to come up onto your right shin. Send your left arm alongside your ear to stretch your whole side body. Then use your left arm to guide you back down onto the mat. Right ankle on left thigh. So we have a little pigeon leg here. Bring your leg close to you by bending your left knee. Bring it nice and close. Either wrap your arms around your pigeon leg or take your knee and foot and cradle your leg and rock it back and forth, a little bit more opening of those hips, the hip joint. And come to center. Take the outside of your foot, send it forward. Pause here for a moment. Your leg is at a right angle, right? Your left hand is support on the mat. Maybe you'll straighten your right leg, maybe not. Maybe you'll send your right leg all the way out to the right and make sure that you're sitting up nice and long, so your leg may come down a little bit. And then float your left arm. Bring your right leg back to center, switch the holding of your foot. Right hand comes down to the mat or floor for support. And then send your right leg across the middle line. Place your right foot outside your left thigh. Wrap your left arm around your right leg. Look over your right shoulder. You're going to lift your right arm alongside your right ear and turn for a counter twist. Now stay right here in this lovely twist, or step your right leg forward away from your left leg. And you'll notice when you do that, because you want to walk your right foot farther away, and you'll come onto the outside edge of your left leg. You're going to use your right arm as if it were a lever to bring yourself up onto the outside of your left foot for a supported side plank. Let your right arm lead you back down. Okay. And check out your legs. Right. Left knee comes into your chest, hug your leg. Open it out to the side. Arms alongside your ears. Inhale, exhale, fold over your extended leg. Again, crown of your head pointed forward. rather than curling down over your leg. Release your left hand, follow your fingers as they reach up for the sky, as they come down alongside your hip and come up onto your shin. Right arm alongside right ear to stretch your right side body. Yeah, that's the right. And then let your right arm lead you back down. Okay. Pigeon leg on top of right thigh. Bring it into your chest, help it with your right leg. Wrap or hold your left leg, extend your right, and give that little pigeon leg a little love. Come to center, outside of your foot with your left hand, right angle first. Balance on your sits bones, right hand for support. Lengthen your leg, straighten it if you wish. Send it out to the side if you wish. Keep on your sits bones, float your right arm. Take a breath and inhale your left leg to center. Switch the holding of your leg. Send that leg across the center line, float your left arm. Place your left foot on the mat outside your right thigh. Wrap your arm around your left leg, look over your left shoulder. Left arm alongside left ear, counter twist. Stay here or step away from your leg and come up to a supported side plank. And then bring it back down. All right, shake out your legs a little bit. Make your way on to your hands and knees. And let's begin our cats and dogs, but wait until you take the time to get into alignment with your knees and your wrists and your shoulders and your little tabletop. And on an inhale, dog spine. Exhale to cat. Continue at your own pace, feeling this delicious little tiny vinyasa, a two-pose vinyasa. And the next time you're in cat, pause, and then come to a neutral spine. Send your right leg back behind you, come onto the ball of your right foot. Lift your right leg, cross it over your left, look over your left shoulder to find your right foot. Place your right knee on the mat Slide your hands back, making sure your wrists are under your shoulders, so that when you bend your right knee, you can more easily grab your right foot and open up to the left. And also get your wrist under your shoulder gives you greater support here. All right, we're going to release this foot, but listen carefully. You're going to turn, bring your hand down to the mat. Your right knee is still bent, or rebend it if you straightened it. And rather than straighten it and keep it on the floor, what you're going to do is lift it up and step it forward. Step that right leg forward. You're going to turn under your left toes, straighten your left leg. Low lunge. You're going to place your left hand flat on the mat underneath your shoulder and twist in this low lunge twist. Bring your hand down to the mat, step back, downward facing dog. Get your beautiful Svanasana alignment and begin to walk your dog. Come forward to plank. Bring both your knees to the mat under your hips. Slide your wrist under your shoulders. Send your left leg back behind you. You're on the ball of your foot. You're going to lift it, cross it over the right. Look over your right shoulder to find your foot. Bring your right knee to the mat. Slide your hands back under your shoulders. Bend your left knee, reach for your foot, and open up to the right. Going to release your foot, bring your hand down to the mat, lift your left knee, step it forward. Hands to the mat, turn under your right toes, lift your knee away from the mat for a low lunge. Low lunge twist. Bring your hand back down to the mat, step your left foot back, downward facing dog. Come forward to plank. Get yourself ready for a side plank. So you'll swivel your feet, you'll stack them, or you'll do a supported side plank like we did a little bit earlier. Inhale, twist for your plank. Bring your arm down, downward facing dog. While you're in dog, before we go to plank on the other side, let's walk our dog here. When you do, when you're sending your heel toward the mat and the other knee is bent, make an effort to get that heel close because you will feel your calf muscles stretching. We don't have a lot of opportunity to do that, and this helps you to do that. So feel your whole back of your leg stretching, your ankle, your calf. Come to two straight legs, plank pose. Get yourself ready for your plank on your side plank on the other side. And then back to down dog. And then begin walking your feet to your hands. And when you get to your hands, hang over in Uttanasana. And very slowly unfold and come up to stand. Okay. So we're going to begin our bird sequences, right? So let's come to mountain first. Lots of birds in the mountains. Right? Get into your perfect mountain. Let's inhale, gather, exhale to your heart. Inhale, exhale. Once more, inhale and exhale. Right. Going to start by bending our knees very gradually. First, we'll start with a little micro bend, tiny little bend. Then straighten your legs. Then micro bend a little bit more, a little bit deeper. And then straighten your legs. A little bit more. And straighten your legs. Release your arms, swing them back behind you, and this time come to sit in your chair. Bring your arms alongside your ears. Your back is nice and long and straight. You can sit down a little bit more if you like. It doesn't have to be very far. Bring your legs together and see how that feels. And then push into your feet and come up to stand. So we're going to start with a stork pose. All right. So come onto the ball of your right foot, shifting your weight to your left foot. Bring your hands to your heart. Right. And then you're going to lift your right leg. Point your toes to the ground. And then you're going to open up your arms, bring them overhead in a prayer pose, and then bring the prayer back down to your arm, your heart, open your wings, and bring your leg down. All right. You know, you can come out of it at any time if you need to drop your leg, of course. All right, so come on to the ball of your foot. Actually bring your toe to the mat. And you can stay right there if your balance is off tonight. Bring your hands to your heart. Lift your left leg, toes pointing down. And this is what challenges the balance. Switching your arms, right? And bringing your prayer overhead, bringing it down to your heart, opening up your wings, and then back to your heart. And place your foot back on the mat. Good. So let's bend our knees again, come to sit in our chair. Send your arms straight out in front of you. Bring your legs close together. Let's try this again that way. Come on the ball of your right foot, Cross your right over your left. Bring your toes to the mat or lift them away from the floor. Left over right for eagle arms, and then squat down. Squat down, and then fly away. Sit in your chair. Cross left over right, right over left to come into your eagle. And then fly away. All right. So when you come to your eagle, let's try this time, not coming all the way down in our chair. Let's try just bending a little bit. Maybe you will find this is an easier eagle for you with your legs bent just a little bit. And then you can maybe cross your leg a little higher so that you can wrap your foot or not. And then send left over right. And now you can squat down and fly away. Let's try the other side. Slightly bent knees, cross, high cross, whoops, high cross. Right over left. Come down to your squatting eagle, your bird of prey, and fly away. Okay, and shake out your legs. Okay, so now we're going to allow our eagle to do a little flying. So we're going to start by coming into our tree. No, I changed my mind. Let's come to eagle first. So bend your knees, cross right over left, left over right, come to your eagle. And now your eagle is going to open its wings, come up to stand on your left foot and land in a tree. Use that drishti, that focal point, to help you with your balance. Lift your right knee, send it forward. Open your arms out to the side. Send your right leg back behind you to fly away. And then slowly bring your leg forward. Lift it up, turn it out to the side to fly into a different tree. And then bring your leg back down to the mat. Other side. Bend your knees any amount this time. You don't have to come into the chair. Cross left over right, right over left. Eagle. Spread your wings. Weight comes on your right foot so that you can more easily come in to your tree. You're going to spread your wings, lift your knee forward so that you can track it back and fly away. Woo! Okay. And then bring your weight onto your right foot and come back into your tree. All right. My eagle went a little crazy there. All right. Excellent. So come to the front of your mat. Inhale, gather. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, come halfway to a flat back. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Step your right foot back. Bring your right knee to the mat. Turn over your toes. Send your arms back behind you, lifting your hips over your right knee. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, straighten your left leg. Inhale, slide forward. Exhale, straighten. Once more. Bend your knee, bring your knee next to your other knee. Bring your hands down to the mat, turn under your toes, downward facing dog. Send your right leg up to the sky, point your toes to the sky. Bend your knee, open your hip. Square your hips with the mat. Slide your knee forward, pigeon pose. Slide your left leg back behind you. And remember, if your spine is not square, please put something under your right hip. And come all the way down for your reclining pigeon. Come up on two straight arms. You can stay right here. If you wish, you can bend your left knee, take hold of your left foot with your left hand, and maybe you'll send your fingers up to the sky. Your right hand curls. Bring both hands down to the mat, turn under your left toes, lift your knee away from the mat. Slide your right leg back and up to a three-limb dog. Bend your right knee, step it forward. Step your foot forward, step your left foot forward. Uttanasana. Fly out and up and down the center line. Okay. Take a few breaths. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, send your left leg back behind you. Low lunge. Bring your left knee down to the mat. Turn over your toes. Send your arms back behind you. Slide your hips as your arms come up. Exhale. Straighten your leg. Inhale, slide. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, slide. Exhale, straighten. Bring your hands down to the mat. Turn under your left toes. Step your right foot back, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg, send your toes to the sky. Your right heel comes towards the mat. Bend your left knee, open your hips. Square your hips with the mat. Send your knee to your left wrist for pigeon. Slide your right leg back behind you. And bring your arms down, bring your torso down over your pigeon. Come up onto straight arms. Stay right here or bend your right knee. Take your right foot with your right hand. You can do a little flourish with your left if you like. Release. Lift your knee away from the mat. Slide your left leg underneath you, sending your toes to the sky for a three-limb dog. Bend your knee, send it forward. Step your foot between your hands. Step your right foot forward to meet your left, Uttanasana. Fly out and up and down the center line. Okay. So we're going to do one more standing bird sequence. So we're going to take poses you've already done, right? Take a breath and then bend your knees just a little bit. Going to come onto the ball of your right foot. And you're going to cross your right ankle on top of your left knee, on your thigh, really, for a pigeon leg. So you can stay right here, or if you want to, you can lift your leg to come to a standing pigeon. Right. Good. Let it go. Release your leg. You can let it go. Okay. Bend your knees again. Left ankle on right. Stay here or lift your leg up for a standing pigeon. And release. Right. Very good. Let it go. Right. So we're going to go from crossing our legs. So we're not going to go into a full eagle, but you're going to place your the ball of your right foot on the mat in front of across your left leg, like you would for pigeon. And then you're going to come to stand on your left leg and then lift your right knee to come in to Stork. And bring it down. Right. Bend your knee, left over right. Come down to a little bit of a baby pigeon, an eaglet. And then you're going to push in and come to your Stork. And bring it down. All right, shake out, walk around your mat. And then make your way down to your mat. And when you get there, you'll come directly to Dandasana with your legs stretched straight out in front of you, crown of your head to the sky. Reach your arms straight out, palms facing each other. Inhale, exhale, reach past your toes. Inhale, slide back. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, try to keep that back long and straight. And the next time you're leaning back, pause. Bring your hands to the mat and make your way the rest of the way down to your mat. Take a couple of breaths when you get there. Place your feet on the mat. Lengthen your spine. Cross your right ankle over your left onto your left thigh for a reclining, a Supta Kapotasana. Supta means on your back in a supine position. Supta Kapotasana. Bring your left leg into your chest. Weave your hands between your right hand between your legs and wrap your fingers around your left thigh, bringing your leg a little closer. Flex your right foot, push your right knee away. Yeah. Release, keep your left hand on the back of your thigh for a moment and release your left hand and push your right leg knee away from you just a little bit, not a lot of pressure on your knee, but just push it away. And what we're doing when we do that, when we open up that your hip in that way, is to stretch your piriformis muscle, which is a vertical muscle that is often what traps the sciatic nerve. And that helps stretch it. And now bring both hands back behind your left thigh and lengthen your left leg, toes to the sky. And let's use this opportunity to rotate our foot in both directions and then point and flex, point and flex. Bend your left knee, place your foot to the mat, uncross your right leg. And we'll do that on the other side. Cross left ankle over right thigh. Bring your right leg in to your chest. And then push that knee away. Do the same thing we did on the other side, pushing your whole thigh away, stretching that muscle, the piriformis. And then reconnect behind your thigh. Lengthen your right leg and rotate your ankle, your foot, working your ankle. Point and flex, point and flex. Bring your foot to the mat, uncross your legs. We're going to spend the next minute in our inversion. So if you have something to put under your hips, lift your hips, slide it under, or just send your legs straight up to the sky. Toes to the sky. And again, imagine your hips and your backs of your legs are against a wall. That's the position your legs should be in. Just relax your arms alongside your body. If it feels good to send them overhead, then by all means do that. Whatever feels good. Bend your knees, bring your feet to the mat. Extend one leg and then the other, and make your way into Shavasana. Allow your whole body to sink in to the earth, to feel the pull of gravity, to feel connected to the earth. Om Namah Shivaya. I surrender to transformation and welcome the changes that will lead me to who I am. Take a deep breath. Begin to reawaken your body, roll your head from side to side. Make gentle movements with your hands and your feet. Send your arms overhead, your legs in the opposite direction for a full body stretch. Big yawn. Then bring your knees into your chest, hug them, and roll from side to side. Come to center, release your legs, and roll over onto whichever side you prefer to come to a fetal position. And then make your way up to sit. And bring your hands to your heart. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. And may I in some way contribute to that happiness and freedom. Namaste.